Hey everyone, so a bit behind. I am doing my Comic-Con haul. I was unfortunately ill during Comic-Con, so it took me longer than normal to recover, and then I've had a couple of things come up since then, so this is the first chance I've had to actually go through and film everything. So this I've decided to start with is the freebies that I got. I've got an older one, but I haven't actually got it with me. It's not technically a freebie, but when you go, you get your obviously the little ID thing. It used to be when God, I'm aging myself. When Comic-Con first started, it used to be just a paper wristband, which then became a plastic one that you had to keep on. And that was really annoying if you're for the whole weekend, because you couldn't obviously take it off, and it made showering very hard because it was so tight on your wrist. So I am happy that they have swapped to the lanyard things. So yeah, when you order, you either pay for postage and it gets delivered to you, or you can pick it up at the convention. So that is that first freebie. Go through. I did actually get some more freebies than I would usually. My dad got some as well, so when I do say this, not all of this, but some of this my dad got at the same time. So one of the things that loads of people have done before, I finally managed to do it this time, and I probably will next time, is that eBay sponsor a lot of Comic-Con, and they have a stall set up. They do live auctions and everything at the time, but they also have a photo booth area where you can make your own play card. So in the eBay live section. So this was fun. I went and did this on Saturday, so it was actually the busiest day. I did it later in the day, and I was only queuing up for maybe 15-20 minutes. And it took me about 2 or 3 minutes to do, and then about a minute to wait for it to print out. So it was very cool, and you just ask a load of questions and then you get that. So that was one of the freebies that you can obviously get whenever you're there. So I'll put that to the side. This I've got two because both me and my dad did it, but they also do, if you have through the app, the treasure hunt section for it, and there are little QR codes all over the convention, and when you get the 13 that are up, you get the 14th one that basically says you've collected them all. And if you take it to the Comic-Con shop, they give you a goodie. It's different every time, so this time it was an MCM tote bag of a fox eating pizza, so that's cool. I do like getting these because they are very useful. Same with one sec. It's right behind me. Also in the middle area of the convention, they do also have these tote bags, which are, like I said, for the eBay sponsoring Comic-Con. And I do grab some of these, and like I said, they get used for shopping. They're useful to just keep around. So I got that. And inside you get, this time, stickers. They're always a little slightly bit different each time. I think this is the third time eBay have done these bags, so that's that. And then this time we have a little mini comic. So that's that. So that's always fun to have. I think I also got given this. Yep, I also got given this when I got my tote bag from the MCM store. So I also got an EGX hat, and that is because for October, the EGX, which was the gaming convention, now also happens with Comic-Con rather than happening a week or so before. So that is that. So let's get going through. So this is, I picked this up on Sunday. My dad has one as well, and this is Atari Pac-Man Edition shirt. I think this is, oh, this is the tour. So yeah, they were here, obviously here in England for Comic-Con, and they are going to, oh no, they've already been in Italy by the time I'm filming this. So yeah, it was cool. They were advertising their new joystick control, which lets you play vintage games and that. So yeah, both me and my dad got given a free shirt when we went into there, as well as you could grab a couple of sweets. But I already ate those because while I'm at Comic-Con I do need the sugar rush. So those went very quickly. Have also, now I will have to put his name up because I, oh no wait, it's right there. Tony May, I think it is. Tony Moy. So I went to his talk on using watercolour because he does the comic watercolour. So yeah, I went and watched his talk on watercolour techniques and everything, and I found it really interesting. And then at the end he had a couple of copies of his comic book, which is based on the Japanese soldiers who fought for America during World War II. That is the QR code there. So I think you can read it online. So that's cool. So yeah, that was fun to get. I was very happy with that. He had, like I said, 2 copies. And it came down to anyone who had a birthday in October, which was me and one other person. So we got that. Add this to my collection. I've taken the paper somewhere that tells me who it is, so I will put the thing up. But I do this every time I go to Comic-Con as well, which is painting a miniature. And I think I have 1, 2. I think this is my 4th one. I've got 2 right there, but I know I've got at least a 3rd one, but I don't know where that's gone. But yes, I think this is my 4th one. I went again with a very blue themed like I did last time. So what you do is, it's best to go to them in the morning and you book a time slot. And then you get I think it's an hour and a half to paint your miniature. The paint does dry pretty quickly, so it doesn't take long after you finish. You can only need to be there for like a minute or 2, but I had a lot of fun. The miniatures are also pre-shaded with shadows and that, so you don't have to worry about that. You literally just have to put a lot of the time the block colour on, and it will automatically shade them, so that's very cool. They do sell the miniatures unpainted, as well as a series of their own different ones that aren't the ones they offer to paint that you can get, as well as dice and stuff. So I always have fun going here and doing the painting, and like I said, I'll be adding this one to my collection. There. So okay, so on to the next item of freebies, which I did on Sunday with my dad, was the Yu-Gi-Oh section. I don't know if they meant to, but they just gave me a pen while I was doing a form. And you basically have to do some demos there. They're little different mini games pretty much every time they're there. And when you do it, you get a stamp. When you get the stamps on both sides, you take it to the shop and they give you a freebie. So I got this pin of a card, and I don't know if I've got this one already because this is what they did last time as well. So what you do is you show it to them, they have one of those like ball machines, and when you open it up it says what kind of prize you got. So I got a pen. So I think this is a new one, I'm not sure. And my dad got a chip, which is casino chip. Unfortunately I do already have this one from last time, so that's that. They also had, if you were downloading a football game, you got given a card. They did have, I think it was 2 different cards, but this was the only one that was available on Sunday. So both me and my dad got one of these. Then this will be the final freebie item. Is going to have its separate opening video. I have a lot of these cards to open, and that was the Star Wars Unlimited. Hey, so little incident, my phone going flat. But last item of my freebies that I got are these. No, I did not get all 6 packs myself. They were doing it where if you scanned a QR code and did a little survey that took about 2 minutes, you got 3 packs. Both me and my dad did it, so we got 3 packs each. So not bad. I've never actually opened these before. So we got Legends of the Force, 2 packs of Shadows of the Galaxy, and then 3 of Jump to Lightspeed. And that's because they ran out of Legends of the Force, so they gave an extra pack of this. So yeah, I've never opened these, but I will definitely have an opening of them to see what they're like. So that is everything for the freebies that I got at Comic-Con. So I'll go on to the rest of what I bought in the next video. So I will see everyone later.